Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be getting inside the polytunnel and we're going to be doing some work on the irrigation. We're also going to be planting a couple plants, so stick around and we'll see how we get on. So I decided not to go with the push-fit pipe. So not just because I couldn't get it straight. I did have some great comments from you guys in the video before where you mentioned using boiling water and a heat gun and things like that. But even if I got it straight, the problem I'd have is with setting up the drip feeding. Because it's quite a rigid pipe, I wouldn't be able to get the drip emitters in there that I use inside the main greenhouse. So I would just probably have just drilled small holes in this and let it do its thing. The problem is that's not very controlled and I like to have a bit of control over what I'm doing here. So what I've decided to do instead is use my mainline normal drip irrigation pipe. So I had a lot of the spare from the work I did inside the greenhouse. I got quite a lot of this stuff and it's really cheap. And I can obviously use this as I do in the greenhouse by putting drip emitters on it, having small pipes coming off, micro irrigation 4mm coming off. This is 13mm, so I'll have 4mm pipes coming off this. So I'm going to set that up now and I'll be right back with you and I'll show you how I've got on. The hydroponics bed is full with my plants. However, it does mean I have a couple plants left over in the hydro system here. So I have a couple choices. I could pot them up and like I've done obviously with my soil plants here, I could put them in 1-litre pots and just keep them over here for the next couple of weeks like I'm doing with these. Or what I can do, which is what I'm thinking of doing today, is plant them directly into the polytunnel. I thought I'd show you how I get the roots out. I realized in my last video where I planted these guys, I didn't show you how I got the roots out. I'll show you here. I mean, this one will be a bit easier to take out, but if it wasn't, if it was as root bound as some of these were, then what I do is I'm just shaking it as I'm pulling it out. And that sort of makes it a bit easier on the plant and you don't ruin too many roots. But even if you do ruin a couple roots, it's not the end of the world, just as long as the majority are still there. So this one's a bit more of a challenge. These are quite long roots. But yeah, I'm just giving it a bit of a shake as I'm pulling them out. You'll see some of these roots are gonna break off, but not a lot I can do about that. There we go, you can see that's a sad sight, but unfortunately we really can't avoid it too much. So at least it's got the majority of the roots still, so we're going to get that planted quite quickly. I don't want to leave them exposed like that for too long. So I think that was a pretty successful day and actually quite a successful weekend. I didn't injure myself, so that's always a bonus. We got the irrigation into the polytunnel and that's working well. That was the first time I've switched it on. It's the first time the pumps run, and it's the first time I've tested any water through any of the pipes that I've laid in the ground, and also obviously the pipes that we fitted today. It couldn't have gone better, thankfully. I didn't want to be digging up any pipes and relaying it again because that was hard work. I've got some plants planted into the polytunnel, so that's good. Still a bit nervous. We'll see how they do in here. I think the temperatures should be improving, especially over the next couple of weeks. But the polytunnel does keep the ground quite warm, even if it does get fairly chilly in here. It was in the minuses, I think it was only like 4 days ago. But the ground actually stores quite a lot of heat in here during the day. So I'm hoping that that's going to help the chili plants survive. So I've got 6 plants in here, the leftover hydro ones. So we'll keep monitoring that. We'll do a bit of an update over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully they don't die, but I think they should be all right. I wanted to give a quick shout out before I finish off to all my patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting me month after month. I have over 30 patrons now, and it does mean the world to me. Supporting my channel in that way, it's something that allows me to keep improving. It allows me to keep on just making better content for you guys. It gives me some great ideas as well, and I really enjoy our private Discord channel. So if you are thinking of becoming a patron, it's not just about supporting me and my channel and ChilliChump. It's also gives you the opportunity to join up on our Discord. We talk a lot about just general stuff, as well as everything to do with what I do on my channel. Gardening, chilies, hydroponics, automation, sauce making, fermentation, all that sort of stuff. It's good fun. I try and be on there as much as I can. Obviously I have quite a busy life, not just doing my channel, but you know, I have my work, my real job. But if you are thinking of becoming a patron, it's something that's greatly appreciated for me, and you'll be helping the channel out. So do have a look and see if it's something that would interest you. If not, if you can't afford it, please don't go and spend money you don't have. You know, just you watching my videos, that means a lot to me as well. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next time. So bye-bye for now.
Old man, they're coming after you.